Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is just over a year old. It's still pretty new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe today, thank you so much. To everybody who's already subscribed, thank you all so much. All my viewers, subscribed or not, thank you for watching my channel. You can't have a channel without viewers. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series, an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here. And I've read book 1 aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book 2 is published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, whether it's to purchase or watch me read book 1 aloud, see if you like it. You could just throw it on while you soak in a tub, or while you're cooking dinner or cleaning up, or just whatever. See if you like the story. All right, everyone, welcome back. Still set up for summertime here. So this is what's going on. Last week we received our messages from different goddess energies, and I had been getting new decks and stuff, and I had been wondering when I was going to be using this one. Last week, Kali came out for one of these signs, and I knew that instead of the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle, I was to use her oracle. So I had purchased the Alana Fairchild Kali oracle, and because she came out, I was thinking, well, I guess we're going to get messages from her next week as well. So on Monday, before I started to record any of these, I drew a couple of cards from my other goddess deck, and Kali came out. Her card for beginnings and endings came out. And that seems to be what is being focused on a lot with all these readings this week, as well as spiritual path and our shadow side. This is her card for the shadow side. So, alrighty, so she chose the Tarot of Sexual Magic for me to use this week by Laura Tuan, and artwork by Mauro De Luca. And I just love how it's in so many different languages. You know, I set these out, and I was wondering why she had chosen this one. And but then when I was going to sleep, I remembered, or she told me, that she's actually in this deck, and she hasn't come out all week. She's the death card. So anyway, let's get this going here. All right, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Now, because of our free will, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise in this vibration lifetime after lifetime, you may experience a life where you are what we call enlightened, like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, Thoth, and many, many, many others. We know that these people affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your fate, but not really, because you have free will. Now, of course, there are times where we can't stop something from happening no matter how hard we try, or we can't get something to happen no matter how hard we try. And then sometimes things just come right out of the blue and happen that we had no control over. Those are written into our divine blueprint. We wrote those in that way. And those times are indicated by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you totally have, and it's the first card. So let's get started. So what you got here is the Wheel of Fortune card going on right here at the heart of everything. Something is fate. Something is meant to happen. Can you please focus, camera? Thank you. All right. So this is something may have changed suddenly, okay? Or maybe something happened, you know, you may have tried to stop it and you couldn't get it to not happen, or you know what I mean? Something has was out of your control and it happened. However, this is right side up. So this is good. This is good fortune. This is good luck. This is success, destiny. Okay? The unexpected good thing. The ending of maybe something not so good here. Okay? Because 10s are all endings. And this X means it's a 10. Okay, so this is super good. Okay, it's not just like you can't stop something from happening or something happened out of nowhere. All of that, when I say that, it kind of sounds like it's negative, but it's not. You know, this is a good thing that you wrote into your divine blueprint that would happen no matter what, and it's good. It's success. This is a good omen. Good stuff is coming as well. So whatever happened here is awesome. Now the next card we have is the one that crosses this, which is at the heart of everything, is this fate, this destiny that you have here. And this is the Knave of Wands, okay? So the Knave of Wands is actually also the Page. Now nobody is really a child in this deck at all. This is the deck of sexual magic. So this is a knave. This is not a child. I'm still reading it like this though. Now this person is a loyal friend. Okay. This is somebody who is childlike, not childish. Somebody who's enthusiastic with a strong will, who's very determined. Okay. Now this could be a good friend, or this could be you. You may have been very determined and you got to this success. Okay? This person, though, there is a possibility that this could be a dangerous rival, because there is this thing with this card that if the Page of Cups comes after this Page of Rods, then this may be a dangerous rival. Gosh, I wonder which one this is. Most of the time, this is a loyal friend. However, both this card and this speak of success. And I don't know about you, but just because of her dress, I don't know, it just feels like these two really go together. Now, what's at the root of everything is the Ten of Wands, okay? So it's like you bit off more than you could chew here. You're carrying a heavy burden. This is quite a racy card. It doesn't really show that this heavy burden that he's carrying is much of it's not a big deal to him. But here, this is more fire energy. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This childlike person. He may be a young person. It could be, you know, it could still be someone who's a teenager or a young adult, like in their 20s or whatever. But this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this is spirit energy. This is energy itself. Okay? So I feel like that you've been working really hard. You've taken on a lot. Okay? And this person, whether they're a loyal friend or a dangerous rival, is a big part of this fate coming in. Now, sometimes, here's what I'm getting. Wow, okay, so sometimes this person, if they seem like a dangerous rival, they're actually still a friend because of this. That you wrote this in. So if this person brings anything negative your way. It's a challenge that you wrote into your divine blueprint so that you can become successful. This is a good omen. So whether or not this person is challenging you or in any way, this is good. This is going to be good for you. Okay? Now here's that page of cups I was talking about. This is the energy of your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. This is delays in communication, and this is spending more time by yourself, away from friends and colleagues. Now, this would be a insecure person as a cup's energy, someone who does not have control over their emotions. This is a younger person. Look at the energy that's going on here. This is obviously a young man being broken up with because his love is outside with another man under the moonlight, the romantic moonlight. You know, when the Page of Cups is upright, sometimes it's a reconciliation or an apology, because when they offer their cup, it's a cup of love. So you may have also received a message about this type of stuff. What am I trying to say? What am I being shown here? Keep going. It's going to come out as we go. All right, so as a reader, these two cards are future cards. Now, there is some sort of heartbreak coming up in your future. So now I'm starting to see this dangerous rival deal here. You may be Ooh, okay, so three of swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. This is heartbreak. This is, you know, often it's third party situations. You can see what's going on right there. She doesn't look very happy at all. And then what we have here is the High Priestess in the reverse. This is somebody who is this High Priestess energy. They're very psychic and intuitive. They know energy, except what they're doing is they're using their powers for wrong. And nothing good will come of it. She'll eventually be found out, though. Okay, remember this energy. This doesn't have to be a woman. I'm just saying she because this is the High Priestess. It just depends. This is a Virgo energy. All right, so it's starting to look like you're going to go through some stuff, but it's for your ultimate good. Fiery temper. Maybe instead of an apology, you got a fiery temper. And it's just too much for you. Maybe it was passionate. Maybe it was hot and heavy there for a while, but it's like it just might feel like a burden now. Sorry. Hang on, you guys. Sorry, guys. I live in California, and we've got some wildfires going on right now. And I have allergies, you know, to, well, to a lot of stuff, but it bothers me when there's a lot of smoke out in the air. Here is your hope, and holy moly, here is another knave. Okay, so that's like 3 out of the 4 pages of this deck. So I'm tending to think that this is the same person. There is somebody, this is probably an adult, but they're in their child energy. Now, when this card crosses this energy, pardon me, they're always read right side up. Right side up, this is the childlike energy. Somebody's happy and loyal, like I said, and bubbly and all that. Okay? When it's in the reverse, they're childish. They have a fiery temper. They can be pretty ruthless here. So it just depends. You're hoping for this person. Now, this person, the Knave of Swords here, is a watcher. You might be hoping that this person is watching you and being loyal. But you may also be hoping for the truth. Now, Swords is truth. You may be hoping for the truth about something that is kind of hidden. I mean, he's looking at her booty. It's just, this is a place, you know, a lot of people don't look at. You know, people don't moon you in the face like this normally. So yeah, I feel like there's some sort of, I think what you want is for this person to speak their truth to you, whether this is a romantic interest or not. I mean, like I'm saying, you could be dealing with a child, one of your children. They could be like a teenager or a young adult, and they're acting like this. They may be needing to, either they're not communicating with you or they're not apologizing like they should. They may be a fire sign, but you want them to speak their truth about what is being hidden from you. So I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the environment card, the Four of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. Okay, so there's you're in suspense, and there's a delay going on here. There may even be opposition, like oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. You may be being a bit overprotective of your possessions and or emotions. This person is holding back, okay? This is the miser card. However, when it's in the reverse, that's what it means, that there's delays going on here. And this is related to money, though. Okay? So, yeah, I think what you're being overprotective of your health and your wealth or your money, your maybe even your heart, though, because a lot of the times this is holding back. But when it's in the reverse, maybe you're not holding back anymore, but you're still waiting. You're still in suspense because there's delays in this communication that you haven't gotten from this page. Yeah, so your fear card is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Six of Pentacles is the good karma card, where you are generous and you help others, and then that brings good karma back to you. So I just kind of feel like you're afraid of bad karma in some way. But this also talks about being generous with your money to a fault. Okay, I think that because of this card of not being the miser, it's in the reverse. Yeah, that's making a lot more sense now. You didn't hold your money back, I'm thinking here. Maybe you gave too much money. You're afraid you gave too much. And now you've got a problem. Boy, this started out really good. Now here we have the potential outcome, and this Ace of Wands is, all aces are new beginnings. This would be a passionate new beginning. This is the first spark of inspiration that makes you want to create, the kind of thing that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning and get started. So right here, this is the beginning of a hot, passionate relationship. But this is, when it's like this, there's a beginning that's kind of hovering over you. There's delays. Yep, more setbacks and delays because there's something that's hidden from you. Yeah, that's what I was, this is the moon card. This is the underlying energy of this entire read here. Now, this is the card of Pisces, but I know that looks like a lobster, but this is just saying Cancer. There may be more than one page involved here because look, there's two sets of people here. And that, yeah, so look at that. There's something hidden from you. Just like I was saying, you don't get mooned in the face like this. There's something hidden from you that needs to come to light. This may have something to do with the phases of the moon too. We just had the full moon. And since this is the underlying energy, this may have happened during the full moon or this last weekend, because that's when it was. But that it all started, this thing. But this is saying there's something that needs to come to light. Something that you have maybe not been listening to your intuition about, that possibly will break your heart. But let me remind you here, Cancer, this is a good thing. Sometimes we write these things into our lives, and at first it looks like a big mess. It breaks our heart. It feels like black magic. People don't apologize. Things are hidden from us. And the whole time, this is the underlying energy. Yeah, you may be going through some sort of tribulation or just begun one, but by the time it's over, you are going to be so high vibe. It's not, you won't even recognize yourself when this lesson is done. This Wheel of Fortune is also karma. This could be a past life type karma where these same souls are now back in your life, putting you through this same type of situation that you experienced in a past life. But this time, you're going to handle this heartbreak better. This time, you're going to learn from your intuition, and you're going to heal. Learn to heal not just this heartbreak, but more of those. So that by the time you are done with this cycle, because this is an ending of one cycle, and whenever one ends, another begins. So this is, in a way, ending a cycle, but also beginning one. by the time this cycle is over, you will not even recognize yourself, because this is possibly a new path in spirit. Fire can represent spirit as well, a spiritual path. That's what this ace is, a new beginning, but just not yet. Right now, you're probably in kind of a stasis or in flux, okay? But this energy is there, it's going to flip. And you're going to start on a new path. And I think that has much to do with spirit. Yep, because you are destined to charge forward and be victorious. This is the Chariot. This is your card. See, I was sensing you in this card. You're right underneath it. In the upright. And then here what we've got is the Queen of Wands. We've got this Knave of Wands here crossing this energy, but maybe by the time this whole cycle is done, they will be Queen energy. Your queen, your king, whichever they are to you, because the Queen of, or this could even be you, because the Queen of Wands is so magnetic, so beautiful, so confident. You've got these two couples here. It could also be the other woman. She represents that sometimes, but I'm telling you, Cancer, that you are meant to find out whatever is hidden from you, and then you will be victorious and you will be able to charge forward in your own energy of victory. You know, the Chariot, in the old days, the chariots were the tanks of the old days. That's why they move forward. That's why they don't move backwards. You get in its way, you get mowed down. That's Cancer. That's your energy. All right, let's see. Now, please don't forget to like. Also, subscribe if you haven't. Those are free for you, but really help me out. So thank you so much if you subscribe and like. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful. And like I said, check out my books. They're really great to just throw on when you're soaking in a tub or cleaning. You know, put on some earbuds while you're vacuuming or something, or have a good excuse to have an hour of me time once a week or something. You know, just see if you like the story, because I haven't gotten any negative. Haven't gotten any negative reviews. All right, Kali, can you bring this together for us here? She's going to bring it together. She's going to clarify a lot of this here. And what more would you like to tell Cancer? Thank you so much. Now, when a couple of those come out like that, I just take the top one. Aeshnidae. Wow, that is quite an image. Whew. Alrighty. 20. Okay, let's see what we got here for you, Cancer. Aeshnidae. Sacred severance is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. Yes. Like I said, I told you, when this is all over, you're not even going to recognize yourself anymore, because you will have evolved. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart, she is the capacity sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. Systems of oppression within your mind and your world will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. The fifth of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses is a most shocking form of Kali, Chinnamasta. She is the divine feminine avatar, self-decapitated and partaking of the blood that emerges from her throat. The name, Chinnamasta, translates as beheaded. She signifies a powerful activation of the spiritual path through the confrontation of oppressive behaviors, self-limiting attitudes, and intellectual dominance of institution. Wow! The spiritual path through the confrontation of oppressive behaviors, self-limiting attitudes, and intellectual dominance of intuition. Intellectual dominance. Swords are intellect. Of intuition. So what that's saying here is this type of thing, heartbreak. The reason it's swords is because this is in the mind. We suffer in our minds from our thoughts. So this is the intellectual domination. This is what you're going to be thinking about. This is what you're going to be focusing on. This is what we do when we have our broken heart. So you're going to focus on your broken heart instead of your intuition. And so this is going to teach you how not to do this anymore. It's going to teach you to heal from your broken heart through listening to your intuition. And this is how you're going to evolve and not recognize yourself by the time this is over. You know, to listen to your intuition, to learn how to listen to your intuition, is a huge part of your spiritual path, because your intuition is your higher self. It is part of you that still resides in the 5D or whatever, the spirit world, okay? Your spirit, when you connect to your higher self, that's when you have become a different being. You operate differently, and that's a huge change. Now, head, okay, so dominance of intuition. The head is the symbol of the known, of thinking, of forms of authority. It is the head that wears the crown, the sign of status and power. Unrestrained by authority, she is able to overpower it. For our human selves, the head is the locus of control. So during a Chinnamasta initiation, you will not understand what is happening, and you won't know how everything is going to turn out. This is as it is meant to be, and not something you need to worry about or fight against. You will not know how it's going to turn out. But that's how it's meant to be. You will not know how it's going to turn out, but that's how it's meant to be. And it's not something, okay, so, all right. Chinnamasta is potent medicine for liberation. Her graphic iconography differentiates from other forms of Kali that wear her favorite accoutrements of severed heads and skull garlands. Chinnamasta's severance is her own head. This represents self-liberation. We do not need to wait for another to intervene. She shows the way to save ourselves, to move from inner courage and inner wisdom. Her presence can indicate a time when you must trust yourself completely, without external support systems to rely on. The beliefs and constructs that once supported you will no longer be able to do so. Success cannot overcome from the tried and true paths of the past. You are evolving beyond that. It is time to rest in the void and allow for a new way to emerge. Despite the inherent violence in the image, Chinnamasta is not dead. Blood is flowing. She is very much alive. No matter how severe the challenges you are encountering, no matter what you let go of which you once identified with or cherished, your life shall continue. You, the real you, which is not who you thought you were, is breaking free into more life, not less. Sometimes the old systems have to fall for the new order to be established. Things will never be the same because your real self is powerful enough to shed the false layers and radiate its inner beauty and wisdom more freely. Her partaking of blood symbolizes the capacity to be nourished and fed by change rather than devastated or destroyed by them. Yes. It is reassurance that at a deeper level you are gaining something from the chaos and destruction in your being and your life. As you continue to move through the process of having to turn the page, of change, you will gain energy for something new. Yep, new beginning. Ace of Wands. Chinnamasta is self-nourishing through the spiritually conscious application of destructive energy. Chinnamasta shows us that transformation is not about trying to change others. It is about tackling our views, our fixed identities, and our attachments to power and status. Even if a situation is causing us pain, and it appears to be under the control of another person, Chinnamasta Chinnamasta initiates us into using our spiritual power to free ourselves. Her teaching is that we have the means to become free within us. We do not need to control outer circumstances or other people. Within us is the energy we need to continue on our path. We can draw what we need from within. Chinnamasta leads us into deeper terrain where we can release tendencies to self-sabotage through ignoring our intuition, truth, and needs. We have the power to get out of our own way. All right, Cancer. You are embarking on a journey that is no joke. It is serious, but it's going to lead you to joy and silliness and who you truly are. It is your fate to face this and to become a new you. You said to yourself before you were born that you were going to learn to master your mind so that it doesn't torture you anymore, and to master your intuition so that you may hear your own spiritual voice and that you may live more authentically as you. I think all these knaves, these are all the different aspects of you perhaps that are going to be growing up. even if all of these are people, when I started this reading, and even if you were resonating with that, I still think that these are these different parts of you that are going to grow up. Mental maturity, growing up on your spiritual path, learning to control your emotions instead of having them control you. Learning things that have been hidden from you with this moon energy. Stuff that people don't usually see. You're going to see stuff about yourself, maybe, that you didn't even know was there. Wow. This is deep. And underneath it, there you are, ready to charge forward, because this is who you're going to be when you're done. Your major arcana self. The one who is victorious, completely in the seat of their mind and their body, in control of their mind, body, and soul. One who moves forward, who doesn't bother with the past by moving backwards. One who is victorious no matter what. They move forward and roll over anything that gets in their way. That's who you are, Cancer. You're tough as fuck. You're sweet and good inside, and you deserve all of this. You deserve to be who you truly are. Stay strong. Learn the lessons. Have faith in yourself. And the next thing you know, you won't even recognize yourself. You're going to be a better, wiser, kinder version. Actually, the truest you that you've ever been. I'm not even going to try doing how much control you have over this situation, because this is fate. That's what I have for you at this time, Cancer. I'll see you next time.